Need a hand getting anywhere?
I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
The Circle of Magi is here.
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Alright. Yeah, this game is very, very long. It will take me months, I think. Even if I don't die, it will take me months to finish. I don't think I'll finish it this year, honestly. Where is the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Is there anywhere to get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Alright. See you later.
Good luck to you then.
Shemlin. I think freaking mages. Not even going to go near them.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
Tell me about the king.
I suppose I do, but it wouldn't be prudent to discuss the king's business with you.
Alright. Do you know where he is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
Okay.
As you wish.
I usually, as I said yesterday, play as a mage. So last time, I actually treated elves and dwarves like shit. Like cockroaches. Now it's time for the mages to feel my wrath.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Okay. Let's see if
Well, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
Alright.
Very well.
Let's steal more stuff.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me. Good night for it, Warden.
What do these darkspawn want?
She actually hitting on this ugly fellow. Amazing. What being close to death will do to you. Okay. People go crazy. A priest of the false prophet Andraste.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just.
You know what? That actually, yeah, this character cannot be a Chantry supporter. You know what? I've never played a Chantry supporter, but Los had that card, so yeah. If I am an Elven racist, I cannot be supporting of the Chantry, the human religion. Makes no sense.
There are lots of darkspawn.
Although there could be a small justification, but I don't want to it.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me of the turn.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these darkspawn.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be interesting if you could avoid joining the Grey Wardens. But it would be highly unlikely. Well, if you stick to the lore, you couldn't defeat the Archdemon if you were not a Grey Warden. But you could recruit Grey Wardens and kill the Archdemon with one of them. Something to think about. Is he inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Aha! He is doing something very special with his sword, I'm sure. I would like an audience.
Don't be absurd. He can't give an audience to everyone who walks up here, you know?
Okay. I should go.
Very well.
Yeah. Ah, Duncan.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Okay, where the hell was I coming from? It's coming from this side. Let's go this way then.
May the Maker preserve us all. They say the Darkspawn horde has grown larger.
But see, what I find more interesting is that BioWare abandoned the idea of making you a Grey Warden. It is so central to this game. It's like you played an Assassin's Creed game, and in one game you were an assassin, and in the next game you were not an assassin, and in the next game you were not an assassin again. And this game is so central, the fact that your character is a Grey Warden, that it's rather strange that in neither of the sequels you can be a Grey Warden.
Hail. You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
Why not?
The Korkari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the Darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
Witches!
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since, mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
So why mention them if they are just superstition?
Spend enough time here, you'll get an earful about those witches. Locals blame them for near everything. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
Okay. I would say Dragon Age 2 is definitely worse than this game. Inquisition, I am not so sure. I enjoyed Inquisition a lot. There are many bad things about Inquisition, but I don't care about those things, honestly. Like women looking ugly. It does, yeah. When I was playing Inquisition on release, I said to the people watching me, I felt like I was playing a single player MMO. And I like that. I actually enjoy MMO mechanics and stuff like that. I just don't like playing with other people. I hate it. Seeing a bunch of assholes jumping on my game and writing a stupid shit on chat, on group chat. I went to the raid, come with me. Who has this item? I went to trade. That's so annoying. It destroys my experience. So I actually liked that it was kind of like a single player MMO. Certainly much better than Knights of the Old Republic. Not Knights of the Old Republic, the Old Republic, the online BioWare game.
My respects to you, Grey Warden.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turnlow Gain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Elf, why? Why do you let yourself be treated like a little bitch?
Hello? I'm sorry. Is there something you needed?
I just wanted to talk.
Are you the new Grey Warden recruit? I was just walking by when I heard. It must be exciting to be so important. Wait. You aren't here to tell me I'm in trouble, are you?
Are you?
I don't think so. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster. Oh, I wish I were back at the palace. There are far more places to hide. I better go. If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm being lazy, and that'll be my hide. But it was nice talking to someone.
You know what? That game was recommended to us many times by... What was that guy's name? I forget. He mentioned that guy so many times. I will remember eventually. But that person always wanted to make us play JRPGs. I actually convinced him to play, what was it? Some dragon game. It was sort of open world and you hunted dragons, and it was a JRPG. I remember when he died on that game. He died in a section where you had to run from a dragon like this, and he hit a wall and the dragon killed him. That was hilarious. Yeah, I did play Dark Souls also, although offline. I might try it one day again.
Another elf. What do you want?
Aha, you have a problem with elves?
Not in particular, except for them being so thin-boned. You make good messengers sometimes. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
Really, Code Vein is similar to Dark Souls? Interesting. I will leave you to your business.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Really? I thought he was going to still treat me
We're
like
almost
shit.
ready to scout the wilds. With luck, we'll slaughter a few darkspawn. So, what do you want? Be quick about it.
Alright. Really? Vampire Dark Souls. I actually don't keep up with gaming news or releases too much. Now, with gaming news I do, with game releases I don't. I only see one streamer or gameplay, which is Dark Side Phil, and I heard him complaining about Cold Vein a lot. I thought it was a very old game, or a game in an old-time style, like Cuphead or something like that. He didn't want to play it. I didn't know it was actually a Dark Souls style game. You don't look like the other soldiers.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
Ah, yeah. The guys that grew up with those dogs. But you're obviously not made of ash.
Do you take everything so literally? Our training has been passed down since Matthias the dwarf son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Alright, Syriza, unite. So what does an Ash Warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Okay, kind of intelligent. What if the enemy's painted in Cadiz as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
You know what? For killing humans, yes, I would. Yes, why not?
We would kill you if you tried. Even if you succeeded, the monsters would only offer death as your reward.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood, what do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Okay, I'm not going to ask a stupid question. Goodbye.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
An Ash Warrior. I don't think we've seen those again as well. Maybe in Inquisition, but I don't remember. Key required. Soldier, let's make sure I haven't missed anything. Alright, let's listen to the...
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Okay. Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They
What?
can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world.
Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult, but without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
No. Well, I actually knew that, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Mawaris were created by mages. Anything that mages touch is anathema to me. Or is it? Let me think. Is it the dog's fault? Nah, it would be illogical. An elf. I don't think you can be racist against animals, can you? That's the justification for treating everyone like I do. But if the dog is intelligent, let me think. If the dog is intelligent, now the dog is not a mage, nor is it an oppressor of elves. Nah, let's help. Why not? Even. Yeah, otherwise, if I go that way, I would have to renounce anything that has to do with magic potions, enchanted items. Yeah, that would be absolutely crazy. So now let's reserve our bigotry for the higher races, not the lower races. Maybe not even the dwarves. Maybe. I will think on it when we have to deal with that. Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All Wardens are immune to the Darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
I'll get a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Hello, Archi-antagonist. How are you today? Kill the dog now. Kill the dog. Hilarious. Ooh.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white with a blood-red center.
I'm actually before my working day. I play before I go to work. So I actually find that I am more productive if I leave happy my home after playing games. And when I come back, I'm actually too tired to play anything. Most of the times. But I'm glad you are close to being done with your workday. Holy crap. Do you think I have nothing better to do, human?
We're all busy. As it is, if we can get this hound better, we can re-imprint him on someone. Even you, if you like.
Why don't you get it yourself?
The wilds are off limits to non-soldiers, and I have many other hounds under my care.
I was killed in the ruins of the wilds, I don't know, near the camp. I was fighting in the ruins just when you were getting to the Illuvian, and I think I was playing the fighting the blighted bear. My computer restarted because Windows 10 is a piece of garbage. And I had to play again that fight, and for some reason in the second time I fought the Darkspawn, he actually killed me. And that's when my first attempt ended, in those ruins, before Tamlin disappears. I was with Tamlin and myself the first time you go to those ruins. And I was playing an archer. Decided an archer is no good for this type of playthrough, so I went for a dual wielding rogue now. Will the dog be alright without it?
If he doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
Yeah, at the very start, it was like maybe 40 minutes into a game, maybe an hour. I was level 1. Then I almost died with this character. In the second time you return to those ruins, I decided to ignore Duncan and explore the cave, and there was a dwarven statue or carving. I touched it and got ambushed by a bunch of corpses, and I had to run away. And I survived, but the rest of the party got ganked down there. Where will I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
All right. Save the hound. The game is lagging a little bit for some reason.
Here in this hour, good folk of Elven, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends.
Yeah,
Should it
actually, I
find
don't know.
You will not have failed your king. You will have served your maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
All right. Yeah. I wonder if it's loading something. You never know with my computer. Okay. Yeah, look at that. It's lagging for some reason. Interesting. Maybe I should restart the game. Let's talk to Win here.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Win, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Must be some sort of memory leak. After this conversation, I will restart the game, see if that solves the issue. I've seen too many mages today.
The Circle sent many. Mages have always helped in past blights. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
I should get going.
Well, don't let this old mage distract you from your duties. I'm sure Duncan has much for you to do.
Ah, it's true. Yeah, with a rogue you can go with. I think it was ranger, the ranger specialization. Okay, give me a second. I will restart the game to see if that solves the issue, whatever issue that might be. Maybe just exiting and reloading. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, look at that slow moving stuff. Alright, let's see. Does it lag? Maybe not. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, you would need a melee companion. And you're doing a solo run on Dragon Age Origins. Nah, it is lagging still. Alright, let's exit properly. Let's run it again. Nah. Okay, let me restart the stream and everything. Give me a second.